Welcome back. And like I said, like I promised, next time you saw me, I would be on camera. Welcome to the Monday night show. And listen, we have a lot of amazing topics to talk about. A lot of things have happened. We have some new positional coach. We got a new OC. I'm still wondering where's my DC. We have, some other creators or media personnel talking about should Tua just get the starting job based off of money? Like, that's what we talking about now. We talking about contracts. And while we're talking about contracts, we got to circle it back to the resumes because it got a little spicy in the spaces. And if you want to, get all that extra content from us, make sure you follow us all on X, where the spaces go live every day. Shout out to Mystic. But for now, Tony, Lou, come on up. Let's do this. Let's get the show ready. Let's get it going. Let's go.
Hey, I'm trying to skip straight to the last topic because I want to talk about resumes. I was busy. I couldn't enjoy the conversation. I don't even know what was said. All I know is I heard my brother Von Joe said somebody was gonna get bodied over here. That's the only thing I heard. And I was like, what was this man saying to where Von Joe thought it was that terrible? So can we skip to that part of the show?
Hey, listen, we can skip to all them topics if you want to, but insanity, what's crazy to me is, and Tom, is how Von Joe be out here lying to them people.
I'm just saying, listen, crazy. Man, I had a super busy day.
Listen, I'm at the point where I'm here just to update my resume so I can stay current, so I can stay relevant.
Hey, listen, I wore collar shirt. Do I look presentable to be a coach or something? I'm just saying. I was trying to make sure I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's. Lou, am I presentable to at least present my resume today?
I'm just trying to figure out when them collared Blitz pickup T-shirts are going and getting handed out. That's all I have.
Listen, I need some kind of, according to you, I need some kind of advantage. If I can't beat you on the resume, I'm going to be more presentable. I'm just saying. So I'm trying to figure it out. I came with my best business attire. Listen, listen. Y'all lucky I ain't got no button up with a tie that said the Blitz pickup. I might invest in that later. I would have been up here full 3-piece suit.
Clipboard?
According to what I heard in that space earlier, the little that I did here, I need a 3-piece suit. I need the best resume just to be considered. So you know what? But I'm gonna let us get to that. Hold on, let me tweet this out. I'm tripping.
Man,
I'm gonna get to that last topic now.
All I know for insanity, I received one sweater, and since then, Tone's been in a new outfit for the Blitz pickup every day. Like, I got one sweater, and all this man got polos. He got hats. He got scarves. He got all kinds of stuff.
You know what? You're right. Forget this. Forget the business attire.
Where the white feet?
You know what? I can't.
Man, that was crazy. I got one sweater. This man.
I'm every advantage. Do I look more like a Blitz pickup coach now with the hat?
I don't know, man. I got one sweater. This man got a whole wardrobe of Blitz pickup stuff. That's crazy.
Well, technically, you got a sweater and a shirt. So if we gonna be technical, I can speak in semantics. But what's good, man? Okay,
all right. What's good?
You like the semantics?
You guys,
man, what's good, man? For Sanity Lou, I ain't had no time to kick it with nobody today. So, man, I'm a little excited right now.
Are you ready? Okay. So, first question. Obviously, JES is now starting to bring in, some personnel, some coaching staff. How do you feel about Bobby Slowick being promoted? And follow that up with, how do you feel about the hiring of Tyke Tolbert?
Who first, me or Lou?
Oh, you know what, Tony, since you came presentable and ready for the resume for the interviews, you go first.
Hey.
Can I get the question one more time for Insanity?
Oh, here we go. I already know what's coming.
No, hey, Tone, I'm sorry, my bad. I lost service for a minute. But say it one more time, please.
So you know what? Let me not even say JES. Hafley has decided to promote Bobby Slowick, and
who? Let me beat him to the punch because I know what's coming. I know.
Finsanity, that is extremely rude from Tone.
Right.
Can you let Finsanity get her shit off, Tone, please.
Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Go ahead, man.
How do you guys feel about Bobby Slowick being promoted to our offensive coordinator and about Hafley bringing in Tyke Tolbert to be the wide receiver coach?
Who?
At least he waited. He waited. He waited. I feel accomplished. He waited. He waited. That's respectful.
You see, for insanity, that's how it's done right there.
Right now, you getting the job. Right as of right now, you getting the job.
Yo, I already knew it was. I knew it was coming. Listen, be honest with you. Now we can't say who about Bobby Slowick. Like, if we're gonna be real, he's been on this coaching staff. But I gotta be real with y'all. I'm not surprised. Like, are we supposed to be surprised of the guy that he's bringing in? They're going to be people that he either worked with or he's comfortable with. I think he wanted to keep someone on the staff that has some familiarity with the players on the coaching staff, because you didn't want everyone to be brand new. And so I think Bobby Slowick was the most comfortable person that the person that he was most comfortable with. I'm not even mad at it, right? So I had to think, and I'm like, okay, what has he done, based on his resume? That's gonna be the word of the day, for this to be even warranted, for him to get a promotion. And I realized, and I didn't know this, he was the offensive coordinator over there in Houston when they drafted CJ Stroud. So at least he have that going for him, that CJ Stroud had his best season, his rookie year, the rookie of the year. That was Bobby Slowick, was his offensive coordinator. So just in case people didn't know that. So he do have some experience, and he's been successful as being an offensive coordinator. Now, that second season, albeit he was a little injured, he lost all his weapons, but it wasn't as impressive as his first season. So, you could take that for what you will. And it's not a sexy pick. I don't think anything that Hafley or John Eric Sullivan going to do this season, no one is going to look at that and say that was a home run. They knocked that one out the park, because we have to be honest. I believe they're kind of limited in the relationships that they have. I mean, John Eric was over there in Green Bay forever. So over 20 years. So most of his ties come from Green Bay or the people that been through that franchise. And then Jeff Hafley, who already know, he's only worked with John Eric for 2 seasons. He already said that he was going to be calling the defensive play. So I didn't expect him to rush into bringing in a defensive coordinator. But I wasn't shocked. I was a little surprised that he didn't bring an outside guy in for the offense, being that we already know what this offense looked like. And I don't want no one with any ties with Tua to be like over, because I don't want no favoritism, and I don't want nobody feeling sorry for him, and I don't want no one that's in the building, because if it's true, I'm gonna be real with you, if it's true that he was one of the ones that didn't want to bench Tua, I don't like that already. I don't like that. Now, Jeff Hafley is going to be he is going to have the final say so I don't think he's going to let something like that go down, but I have to call a spade a spade. I was a little concerned when I heard that it was Bobby Slowick that got promoted. Now, Tyke Tolbert, when Lou said who, that was right up my alley when I heard they brought him in. Had no idea. But again, I had to go do my homework. And you know what? He was the receivers coach for Anquan Bolden's rookie season when he broke the record. That was Tyke. Shout out to Tyke. Tyke was doing something right. He also, y'all remember when Odell Beckham? He exploded on the scene. The first 2 seasons was amazing. And then that third and fourth season, he had 2 down years. And then I think the 4th season when he got injured, he only played like 4 games. But he had a bounce back year in his 5th year. Guess who was his receiver coach? That was Tyke Tolbert. So, if we talking about resumes, at least they have some experience for what they want, to the position that they're going to be taking up over here, and they had some success. So he had some receivers that he coached under that we saw them blossom, so to speak. So at least that what we have to hold our hand on. But other than that, the fact that I had to Google and research when your name came out is all you need to know. So right now, I'm not going to kill him because I know Lou want to kill everyone. But I'm going to say, at least doing research, we have people in the building that have some experience. Because I believe last episode, Lou, you was like, what if he bring in a bunch of nobodies with no experience on his coaching staff? How am I going to be looking at them? And I'm like, I'm going to have to keep it real. I'm going to be like, nah, this is starting off on a bad feet. Right now, I don't think he's starting off on a bad foot. I think at least we have some experience and people that at least know and been through the position that they're going to be holding down for us. But that's my initial thoughts about those two. Lou, go ahead. I don't want to take up too much time.
I appreciate that, Tom. In your research of resumes, right? How long has Ty Tolbert or whatever been a positional coach or wide receiver coach?
I think he started off in 2018. 2018, okay, I think was his.
2018.
No,
that was his
no.
That
was his second stint. That's when he went to the Giants. So whenever Anquan Bolden rookie season was, what was that? That was a minute ago.
Yeah, so he's probably been doing this for a while then.
Yeah, that was because he was his wide receiver coach, Anquan Bolden rookie season.
Yeah, so like what, 15, 20 years
50,
maybe? He's been
around,
doing,
50, yeah.
And in that whole resume, you gave me 3 seasons. You gave me 3 reasons.
No. I gave him 3 people that he worked with.
Okay, you gave me 3 people. Now, I just want to know, wasn't Odell like that in LSU?
At LSU, yeah, but not like how he was in the NFL. But yes, he was like that.
How was he? He made 1 catch in the NFL that made him famous.
The man had 13 yards. What? He had 1,300 yards and about 11 touchdowns that year. One catch is what put him on the map because it was on ESPN Monday Night Football. But he was like that the whole season. Now are we taking away credit?
No. I'm not. Listen, I'm not taking away credit. You know what, Tone? You said the other day. I asked you what happens if he brings in a bunch of nobodies with no experience. And you answered that right. I'm here to tell you one thing. He's bringing in some guys that are trash with experience. What's the difference?
Are they somebody that's trash?
Trash
that people know of.
Listen, whether you could be known trash, it don't matter. Like, what does that matter if you have experience in being trash, bro? The fact of the matter is, this needs to stop. The reason we're talking about resumes, or we're going to get into resumes today, is because that's the topic at hand. Anybody can use Google, right? Like, I can Google right now, anybody type them in, and I'm going to get a resume of things that – stop, bro. The fact of the matter is, we don't know these people. That's what the point is. We don't know them. And I don't understand why it has to always be a conversation of, well, what about this? Stop. Y'all are trying to convince yourselves. Like Ty Tolbert, I'm not saying he can't be a good coach. I just don't know if he can, right? Because I look at all the names you said, Anquan Bolden, but he's one of them guys, Tom. It's insanity, right? OBJ, he's one of them ones, right? I want to see. Do you think Ty Tolbert or whatever? You think he would be able to do anything with Malik Washington? Because that's who he's going to be working with.
Possibly, yeah.
So again, Finsanity, this is what I'm saying. These people are talking about possibilities and hope. Like, what are we talking? I need a yes is what I need. I need to know you're going to be able to, hey, are you going to be able to work with Taj Washington? Because that's what's going to be on this roster. And I would say the answer to that is no. We know it's no. Like, what are we talking about? We don't know. And Bobby Slowick, again, cool. I mean, yeah, we know he had a good season, I guess, his rookie season. But you know what I find is funny? And for Cindy, I'm going to throw it to you because I don't even want to be on this topic longer. I'm just trying to get to the end, right? But we have to start, Cindy. But you know what's crazy? When Tony brought up Bobby Slowick and he was highlighting the first season, which was amazing, you know what he did with the second season, Finsanity? Because I know Tone. See, this is what Tone does. Tone was like, well, but you got to understand there was injuries and there was he gave us the context, Finsanity, right? Now, what's crazy to me, Tone and his minions, Finsanity, They didn't want to hear nothing about context with Mike McDaniel. When Mike McDaniel lost his starting quarterback,
we don't lie on here. I wasn't gonna let you get.
Can Lewis have?
No, we don't lie on here. No.
Can you let the moderator do her job?
Talk. Lou.
Insanity, I appreciate. You know what? We needed a good moderator up here, right? Because Tone be doing that all the time. He likes to leave out the context, right? He puts the context he wants out for his minions, but he don't want to tell the whole truth. Now, when Mike McDaniel was here and that starting quarterback went down, well, we don't care. We need the backups to be good. When Tyreek Hill we don't care. I didn't hear not one person bring up Tyreek Hill missing 12 games this season. When Waddle's in and out of the lineup, when anybody's in it, we need our coaches to do our job. But did you hear Vincent about Bobby Slowick? Oh, poor guy, his second season. He had all the – I don't care about none of that. Can you coach? How was his coaching job? When his guys went out, did he make anyone else better? See, it's easy to coach guys that are great. Can you coach the guys that are not great? Can you make anybody better? So I just wanted to point that out and appreciate you for Insanity for holding it down and being a real one and letting me get my shit off. Because, Tone don't like what the context comes out. You know what I'm saying? He don't like context.
Tony, do you have anything you want to say?
I did say we don't lie over here.
Okay.
The only reason you, my brother, know the context of Mike McDaniel, because I pointed it out. So don't sit here and lie. Who go down there with you and break down that film of there's people open every time we turn on this film. Who was the first one being called a 1499 dude? Because they have the R22. When it came to Mike McDaniel and leaving out context. I thought you said Tony. Tony and his minions left out contact when it came to Mike McDaniel. I'm sorry. I thought I was the main one giving the contact. Waddle's always open. When he missed the running backs in the flat. Julian Hill running wide open when Tua threw that interception. Julian Hill right in front of him. I say, you see him right there? That was the context for Mike McDaniel. But you want to know another thing is, right? You did say, I tried to give Bobby Slowick okay, the second year, he did make Tank Dell look good, didn't he? Didn't Tank Dell look good?
I don't know nothing about that.
We forgot. We forgot their main target went down. Tank Dell stepped up, and everybody started to know who he was. Became a playmaker. So yes, he did make someone else look good. When Nico Collins was injured, when he's always injured, guess what? Tank Dell stepped up. And then when Tank Dell went out, guess what? Nico Collins came back and still continued a good, successful season. So he's not only doing it with people that are those guys. And guess what? Tank Dell
didn't y'all tell me Nico Collins is one of those ones?
Yeah, that's why I pointed out when he went down and when he came back. That's why I pointed contact. You remember? Contact. Can he coach? I mean, I think that proves that he can coach a little bit. If it's not a big drop off, you want to know what's kind of crazy? What's kind of crazy?
Were you about to say that it's not a big drop off between Mike McDaniel and Bobby Slowick? I wish you would. Come out here and say there's no drop off between Bobby Slowick and Mike McDaniel.
You want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? I know one guy's offense when it was the division title in the league, that offense went down 7 for 7. 67 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, you
to win the division. The offense. You know when they were down for the division title.
What team was that?
What offense is
that?
That was Houston. CJ Stroud rookie year. Bobby Slowick. Yes. So sorry. So since you want to add context around, have you ever seen a Mike McDaniel offense do that? We needed them in that cold weather.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. Hey, Finsanity, I thought he would never ask. Right? I thought he would never ask. I watched Mike McDaniel as a first-time rookie head coach go into that cold weather you're talking about in Buffalo with Skylar Thompson. Let me say that again for the. No. He said we weren't talking about wins. We were talking about what the coach did.
This is beautiful.
So we talking about wins, or are we talking about what they did with a player?
I want you to finish.
I want you.
The moderator told me to be quiet.
I just so real quick. Are we coming out here and thinking that Bobby Slowick would have took Skylar Thompson in the Buffalo and lost that game by 3? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we?
Let me know when I can respond. That's all I'm asking.
No, I want you to answer that question, please.
I believe he could have did a better job. Yeah, I think he could have possibly did a better job.
You know what? I'm done. Next topic. We done.
All right, hold on. No. Can I rebuttal?
Next topic.
Can I rebuttal before we go to that topic?
Got him. We fucking got him.
There you go. Put it on for the minions.
Can you give me those offensive stats in that game like with the Buffalo?
Put it on for the minions right now, Insanity. You see him?
No.
Put it on for the minions.
You just walked right into that chart. Can you give me those offensive stats that he had with the great Skylar Thompson, please, sir? Tell me how that offense looked. How many turnovers did that defense get an offense?
I believe 3.
4.
Okay, and it was 7 sacks
and a touchdown.
On the defense as well.
And a touchdown.
Absolutely.
But how did the offense look? Mr. Offensive Coordinator.
I'm glad you brought the offense up. Weren't you one of the biggest proponents of not trading Mr. Untouchable? Because Mr. Untouchable in that game, Mr. Jalen Waddle, in that game, he had 4 drops and a touchdown drop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that offense would have looked a hell of a lot better if, according to Tone and his minions, if Mr. Untouchable would have caught 4 of them passes, the game might have been different.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. You know who didn't drop the balls? Nico Collins, Tank Dell. Maybe if they had the receiver coach that you said you don't know, maybe they had that receiver coach. All I know is that receiver coach, he had Iquan Bolton breaking records, and he had Odell Beckham one-handed catch. We had to worry about them dropping passes.
So was Tyke over there in Houston? Was Tyke over there in Houston?
Listen, I'm just asking you a question. I'm talking about my OC and the 2 people that we hired. One was good for receivers, and one was good for an offense that showed up when you need them the most. That's all I'm saying. That's what I got over here.
Hey, Insanity, since we fired Mike McDaniel.
Untouchable people. We talk about coaches.
Well, I'm just
I'd be happy with the coaches, right, Lil? Sounds like Tony's happy with the coaches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Insanity, let me ask you this, Insanity. You've been a faithful listener over here at the Blitz Pickup, right? You religious, allegedly, right? You've been over here listening. Absolutely. Since this Mike McDaniel firing, have you seen anything that Tony doesn't like about this team? It seems like Tony has fell in love with the team all over again. He got the sales rep on the phone. He getting season ticket. Like, he in love with the team now, all of a sudden. What's going on?
Why? Because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer like you.
Nah, because he got minions to please now.
He got the minions to please. All right, cool.
Because I could look at the team and say, now, when I started here, I could have sworn I was like, I'm not surprised. This is not the beautiful pick. This is not the splash look, and I expected this. But you know what? I say the same thing for Mr. Bobby Slowick and Mr. Tyke Tolbert that I say for, Mr. For the context that I give for Mr. Mike McDaniel. You could tell me that you don't like him, but you don't have to lie about him. You don't have to discredit what he's done just to make it seem like they're nothing. So if I come here and I bring you, when you have all those people that go out there that was blaming Mike McDaniel for this offense, we was over here, myself included, putting out the context. No. This is what he's doing. His players are not executing. So when I go over there and say, well, the people that he worked with, they actually perform, so at least he has experience. So you mean telling the truth and being honest about what he did on his resume? That's considered liking, or that considered being honest? I thought we was out here to be honest with the people.
We are out here to be honest with the people.
Am I only allowed to say, no, I don't like him because his name is Tyke Tolbert? I don't want to do my research because his name is Tyke Tolbert. Never heard of him. Let me ask you a question. Who was Randy Moss and Chris Carter receiver coach? Don't worry, I'll wait.
It didn't matter who their coach was.
Why not? They was one of them dudes, right?
Let me.
I'm
Do you
asking
think
you a question.
Again? I'm answering your question. Do you think Randy Moss wouldn't have been Randy Moss because without his receiver coach in Minnesota? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think Reggie Moss said out his own mouth he wouldn't have been as great as he was because he wouldn't have been focused. He wouldn't have been as disciplined without his receiving coach. So we know talent only gets you so far.
I just want to know. Do we still read chats over here?
Yeah, we read chats, of course. Yeah.
Okay, Tone, I got one specifically for you to read.
Tony out here capping for his men. Hey, man, listen, man.
Hey, I just want to, sun out sunny days. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we for the people over here, Tone, at the Blitz pickup. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, guess what? If me being honest about, what our new hirees have done, then and y'all want to call that capping? Call it all the time. I'll be a capper forever if it comes with telling the truth and being honest. Now, if I gotta come over here and lie and tell y'all that they're trash and that they ain't never did nothing just for y'all to say that Tony's a fan, well, I'm hate to disappoint y'all. That's Lewis' job. Apparently, it's Lewis' job to be Mr. Negative over here. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and have that. But no, you skated off on my question that I asked you because you didn't know who he was. None of us knew who he was. Not a single soul know who the receiver coach was over there in Minnesota.
I was
no young. One. Okay. But you
ready?
Yeah, we ready.
Okay. Tony, please make sure you add Capper to your resume, just so we can keep that thing updated. We're updating resumes to nice people. Also, please hit the like button, subscribe, and please vote in the chat. So here we go. As far as me, with my opinion, since no one wanted to ask me, I'm just here to ask questions. I'm just here to ask questions. I'm just waiting and seeing what happens. At the end of the day, I know, let's just say like a good OC or a top position coach isn't necessarily going to want to make a move to the Miami Dolphins, especially where we are right now as an organization, as a franchise. So hopefully when we get a little bit more stability and continuity going on, we might be able to pull one of those, big names out the hat, maybe be able to entice someone to come through. So the next question. So I don't know if you guys, listen to other content creators. I don't know if you guys are tapped into, social media like that. But Channing Crowder, Leroy, and Omar, because we say names because people got to stand on their takes over here.
Put a name on it.
Believes that Tua Tagovailoa, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this, should be the starting quarterback next year solely because of his money. And my question to you guys is, do you concur? Tony, you could go first.
Don't mind if I do. Of course not. No. Solely because of the money. Now, let me give some context of what was being said. So Channing Crowder's thought process was Tua is going to get paid all that money anyways. And if they're thinking about bringing in a guy like Malik, what's his name? Malik Willis from the Green Bay Packers, like why not just let Tua play the season out because you're going to be paying him. And I didn't like the fact that he was trying to say he wasn't that bad. Like we seen the good out of Tua. And I'm like, yeah, we always see that diminish at the end of the season. So that was his take on it. Omar Kelly was more on the lines of same thing, but he was saying, Tua, he wants competition. So he don't want to get rid of Tua, bring in a guy, and that guy is automatic ordained the starter because it'd be the same thing doing with Tua. So he was like, bring them in, let Tua beat them out, which he think that Tua is going to beat them out, and let him be the starter because again, you're going to pay him. You're not going to pay him $50 million to go away when you could pay him that same amount and make him compete for a job. At least basically what his standpoint was, make him work for it. But he was under the impression that he was going to beat him out and he was going to be the starter. So at the end of the day, both of them said they'd rather see Tua as the starter going into 2026 before they get rid of him or whatever, because they think he gave us the best shot to not even win, because both of them said we're going to win 7 to 8 games regardless. So I'm like, I don't get it. If we don't win 7 to 8 games regardless, why are you playing him? Why are you not giving Quinn Ewers a full season as a rookie? If it don't matter, and just because he's making $50 million, play him anyways. I've never understood that. What? That's people. You have to think about the full team. You got people that could develop. What's going on? Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interject right now, but as a former Tuaneer, this topic is near and dear to my heart. This really means something to me. You feel me? I'm so tired of when it feels like we're moving in another direction. People want us to turn and make a U-turn back to what we know what it is. Like, we know, for what it's worth, what it is like with Tua as the starting quarterback. We know that we as a fan base, as an organization, want to move off of Tua. Now, yes, does the money right now, make that a lot more difficult? Absolutely. But you need to be positioning yourself to either A, see what you have in Quinn Ewers, and if that's where you want to go in the future, or B, be prepared for the 2027 draft when a lot of these quarterbacks could be coming out that would have been coming out this year and went back for another year. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this isn't even about, this is bigger than, should Tua be getting paid? No. Move on. It's okay. Tua doesn't even need to be a part of a QB competition. Tua can sit there, collect his money. You don't have to worry about him getting injured. You don't have to worry about, taking reps from this guy or that guy. You know that he is not a part of your future. Now, the other thing can be true. If Hafley sees Tua as his quarterback in the future, then go ahead. Chips all on the table, go ahead. But that's not what I see. That's not the feel I'm getting from this organization. So why are we even wasting our time? Tua can be there. He can be a mentor. He can be a great voice in the room. He can be, listen, he loves doing film, right? He can make sure that, the guys are showing up for the film studies with him and all that type of stuff. He can hold a clipboard. He can finally hold a tablet. He can hold a Gatorade, water bottle, Propel. I don't know, whoever the starting quarterback sponsor is. He can have the headset on. He can learn how to call plays for all I care. But whether he was making, all this money that he is now or not, no. Like, stop looking back. Stop finding a reason or excuse. We understand where we are financially. It's not going to change whether he plays or not. At the end of the day, Tua puts you in quicksand. You're either really sinking really fast or you're trying to tread long enough to try to pull yourself out, but you're not going to. And it's okay. It's okay. And I don't mean to be so passionate about this, but my love for this team supersedes such an egregious statement. We let someone play just because of the money? Because of the money? What if he goes out there and gets hurt week 1? Guess what? He's still catching that check the rest of the season. I don't care. I do not. The only thing Tua should be doing, respectfully, is scout team. And I'm not saying that as like a joke against him or a troll against him or nothing. Let him, if you can't trade him, or if anybody doesn't want him now, guess what? He still might be tradable the next year. The last thing you want is to have that asset going out there, getting smacked up. Now we got to deal with this. It's just so much like, no. And I'm sorry, guys. This is y'all channel. This is y'all show. Tony, you're not allowed to rebut anything that I said. You're not allowed to rebuttal anything I said, but they looking at the wrong thing. Like, they looking at the wrong thing. Listen, I get it. It's the off season. You got to create content. You got to put hypotheticals out there. But this one is not it. We have moved on. Stop going back to your exes. It's okay. Jesus, that was not a shot. Sorry.
God damn it! I like the way you do business.
Yo, that was fire. Listen, I gotta ask you a question though. I mean, you said Tua like doing film work, and he should be a mentor. Um, have you seen the results of Tua's film work?
It's horrible, but I'm just saying. Listen, he said it was his niche. He said people wasn't
film
showing
work,
up.
he has done his
I'm just
job.
trying to give him something to do.
Hey.
Something that does not involve
Then
him.
he's done his job. All you gotta do is put on his film of what not to do in the club. And that's all you got to do. We don't need him on the sideline with the clipboard teaching. Listen, no. I don't need him talking to nobody to teach them what not to do. It's already there. The blueprint is there. It's laid out. He did a tremendous job of teaching the next quarterback what not to do. But you said everything, basically what I was thinking as well. Like, what? Like, because of who? No, we're not doing that. So instead of, going back and reiterating and just let Lou jump in here, I just wanted to say that last part about the film, work and all that. We don't need him to teach them what not to do. He good.
Listen, who was doing a sit-in but wasn't doing nothing? I forget who was doing like a sit-in. Like it might have been last year or the
You
year.
talk about in our in the team meetings?
No,
when they were like the coaches were doing a sit-in, but they were just there. They weren't doing that. You talk about that story when they was having all the player-only meetings, and then we found out.
No. There was actually a player that was like just off to the sidelines, not doing nothing. It was like
you talk about Christian Wilkins. You were having a hold-in.
That's what Tua can do.
That's too late. He got paid.
He already got paid. You already got your money. You don't listen. You don't got to do another thing.
You know what? Sit over there.
Hey. You know what? You know how like you find miscellaneous tasks for people to do like at work, but it don't mean nothing. Like you just trying to keep them busy. That's Tua. Can you count the blades of grass on the field? That's all we need from you.
And one last thing, and Lou, you can go ahead. We don't need him at scout team either. Scout team is supposed to prepare the team for the other team's quarterback. And we know Tua is too predictable.
Listen,
so he's not going to be good at that.
I'm trying to get a number one pick. Put Tua on the scout team. We don't need to be prepared. Give me that number one pick. Give me that 2027 number one pick. That's better one.
Jeff Hafley going to have a, you know what? Jeff Hafley going to be in training camp and practice, proving he going to have all us out here saying, Lou, you was wrong about him. He got the best defense in history, and it's only because he looking good out there. Nah, Tua going to make that man look like a grand master at defense. But go ahead, Lou, man. I know me and Finn said they had to look back and forth.
So let me get this right. Leroy, Omar, and who else you said? Who was the third?
Channing Crowder.
Oh, Channing Crowder.
Channing Crowder, yeah.
Said that Tua should come back next season.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
I usually don't do this. I'm calling for the jobs of Channing Crowder, Omar Kelly, and Leroy. I don't even know what stations they represent, who they work for. They should be fired. They should be drug tested. Like, what are we talking about here? Tua? But I don't care if it was money. Finsanity was spot on, and I want to continue what she was saying. He could be playing for free. That man, what are we talking about here? They talk because of the money. No, it's not because of the play. He shouldn't be on the field. Like, what are we talking about? But I say all that to say this. I think Dolphins, some people in the community, they say things just to sometimes get a reaction. Sometimes people say things because they might be hearing some things. And I'm here to tell you right now, Finsanity Antone, with all the stuff that I heard about how Mike McDaniel vouched for Tua, this, that, and the third. If this current regime, and I'm talking about John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley, if them boys turn around and they start Tua Tagovailoa this season, I just need to know one question. Are we holding them to the same standards? Because what I don't want, and for Cindy, I already know what's coming. I can already look at Tone's face. I already know what he's thinking. Well, what are these guys supposed to do? They were locked in with him. No, they can get rid of him. They ain't got to have him on the roster. I want to take it from the standpoint of forget about Channing Crowder, what Omar and Leroy said. I could care less. What I'm saying is, if the Dolphins make that move, Jeff Hafley has to sign. I would imagine, from what people have told me moving forward, oh, it seems different. Change is coming. Well, we know Eric Sullivan don't hold nothing with Tua. Jeff Hafley don't know Tua from a can of paint. We know people within this building wanted to keep Tua around, whoever it was, right? If those two gentlemen, the guys that are new, that are supposed to be on the same accord, right? If they keep Tua around, if that's what the decision is, we better hold them to the same standard. Because what you're telling me is you're vouching for them. I don't want to hear none of this about you. Oh, you need them. There was no way to get off them. I don't want to hear that. So I'm just asking you, Tone. Are you going to hold them to the same standard, Tone?
I'll say this: if they, and I got to be all fair.
No, backtracking already.
I got to be fair. Hold on, can I be fair? Yo, y'all just want me to be negative.
We want you to be honest. Live your
life. That boy moonwalking, boy.
Can I listen? If
Billie Jean,
if they go in, if they go in with Tua as a starter, right? And I mean, it might be an open competition. I'll give you my reaction.
Nigga, use the bitch.
Okay, all right.
Fair.
What? Wait, no. After I call him that, I'm gonna show you my reaction. What I would think should be happening.
This is Sparta.
Lost your mind?
Listen.
Like what? You thought I was gonna wait? Hold on. My co-host literally just insinuating that I was gonna be on board with a bunch of foolishness. Are you saying? Did you just call me a tornado or something like that?
I didn't say that. I was just asking if you were gonna keep the same energy.
Are you saying I'm not about the logo or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were about the Jeff Hafley logo. That's my bad.
Bro, no, that was absolutely. I told you that the first time you asked me about that. I was like, if they go in and say that Tua is the best option going forward, then no. I think you're the wrong guy for the job. I'm going to be on your side now, Lou. Get him out the building immediately. That's 100% honesty right there. He needs to go now. That's nothing that you've seen from this franchise to say that would be the best option going forward. I don't care about the contract. Like you said, Lou, if he could be out here for free. I just don't need you here. I don't want him on the field. You heard what Fitz said. He said put him in film room so he could teach him. I don't want him doing that. I don't want him holding a clipboard. I don't want him in scout team. I don't want him doing none of that. We paid you all that money to be our franchise quarterback, and you made us look like possibly the worst franchise in history. Well, it had to be the worst franchise decision in history. And you're gonna tell me the new regime gonna come in and say, I think that dude deserves a shot? A fair chance? No. Then that's 100%. Nothing has changed. Not a single thing has changed. It'll be a waste of my time. And I would say I won't watch the games. I would. But I'll be dreading it every Sunday. Go ahead, Fitzhenry.
Better yet, if a defensive coordinator like Hafley, who he knows what he's seen, because obviously he has to look at that film and, game plan for that type of stuff. If he goes in with the mindset of that's the quarterback that I want leading my team, knowing that, he's in control of the other side of the ball, oh no, me and Hafley need to have a conversation. And I think every time that Tua touches the ball during training camp, I might have to put my PTO in now for the Blitz pickup. I might be reporting live for the Blitz pickup from training camp. We booing every time Tua touch the ball. A soccer ball, a football, a basketball, a tennis ball, a wiffle ball. Anytime Tua puts a ball in his hand, boos. Cause no, we don't want it. Clear message. Don't even come. I want it to be so bad that they don't even let the man come out to practice. He should not be here. But I get it. Sometimes people have to be here, but just because you have to be here does not mean we need you to show up. Listen, you can be doing all the admissions for the Baptist Health Complex. Go sit behind the desk with a clipboard. Because you know they coming. It's the Dolphins. The players coming. So be there, be ready, have the beds ready. I don't know. I don't care. But when it comes to the future of this team, nah, you can't look back. And you can't make the steps and the strides forward that you've made just to set us back like that. It would not be pretty for this fan base to have to go through that. We've gotten past, the 2-and-near wall, right? Some 2-and-nears have come to their senses and said, hey, it's over. If you give them hope, if you give them an ounce of hope, oh no,
But
I can't do it again. I can't.
So we all agree that we wouldn't bring them back. That's us.
No, at all. Period. We all under in agreement on that.
Yeah, all of us, right? I think again, all of us.
Hold up, wait. Here's the thing. I understand if he has to stay on the team because we can't get rid of him, but I wouldn't bring him back.
Absolutely. Well, to that question, right? A little bonus question on my end. I know we wouldn't bring him back. We don't want to see him back. Do y'all think he's coming back though? And if so, do you think he's starting week 1?
No, I don't think he. I'm not sure if he's coming back. I doubt it if he's coming back. But even if he stood on his team, no chance that he's starting week 1. No chance. I mean, the only reason this is even a question is because of the contract. Let's be 100%. That's the only reason this is even a question. So no, I don't think he'll be back. Especially if I'm trying to read between the lines of what John Eric Sullivan was saying and kind of what Hafley was saying, but especially John Eric Sullivan, he had to clean it up live on his interview because, he was basically talking about changing the quarterback and bringing a guy in and getting a guy on the center and forgetting that Tua was on the contract. And then he was like, oh, that includes Tua too. I know what that means. I know that tells me all I need to know about what you think about Tua. So yeah, no, I think for sure he's not going to start week 1. And I'm like 90% sure I don't think he's going to be back. The 10% will be only because of the contract.
Yeah, Tua has played his last snap as a Miami Dolphin. I don't even think he gets even if we get to a point where he's still on this squad, on this team, during the preseason, I don't think he takes a preseason snap. And I mean, it is what it is, and I'm happy for that. And I hope that, Hafley can prove Tony right. There we go.
Prove me right on what?
Because you're happy about him.
Have you ever seen me say I was happy about him?
Like me and Lou said, the energy. We going off the energies. Are you ready for the next topic?
We haven't seen you say nothing you dislike about him.
No,
I know that.
I thought we don't lie up here.
What have I had a day off? Have y'all went live on some days I haven't been on?
You know what? I am gonna start getting some clips together. So I'm gonna make sure I put that one. That's one of the main clips. Since we haven't heard me say what I dislike.
Go get the audio, dog.
Go get the audio. It's crazy. But yes, for Sandy, ready. Don't worry. Hey, we got a special guest for y'all in the back. Well, that's a special guest now, but give us. I got a slideshow after this one. So just be patient, relax.
Okay.
But,
special guest is wild. Special guest is wild though. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
Hey, special guest is that what? Hey, special guest back there. Just know I ain't the one that said that. I just know that. That's crazy.
So y'all saying the guest is not. They gonna give it away. Y'all saying the guest is not special. That's what y'all trying to say.
Look, you see how you try to spin that? No, we didn't say that.
I'm just asking. You said you did say that. You did. Technically, you did say. You said I'm not the one that said that.
All I'm saying.
Now it's phenomenal. So now we can. So I should say we have a phenomenal guest.
I would listen. I wasn't gonna say special guest. I was just gonna say family. But hey, Tone, you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
I like that one, Lou.
Okay. Okay, so earlier today in the spaces, as I told you guys, make sure you follow the guys on X and, tune into Mystic Spaces every day. I think they drop every morning for the most part. So this morning, Lewis chose to stir the pot because some people don't know what they talking about. So he said, let's not bring up receipts. We talk about new R words. We going deeper into the war chest. We talk about resumes. And if your resume ain't you know what? I can't even give a straight face because I was cracking up during this whole conversation. Lewis, you have the floor. What qualifies as a resume?
Well, hey, Finsanity, according to these people, all you got to do is I can't even get the words out. According to people, I mean, everybody in the world has a resume. It don't matter what you do. You could work at 7-Eleven putting hot dogs in the machine, and that would be on the resume. That doesn't mean you're the best hot dog maker. That just means you made hot dogs before. That's all it means. Like like I don't understand. You could work at a car wash. That doesn't make you a detailer. I mean, you've been worked at a car wash. That's what it means. Hey, what I think is crazy.
Who resume was they talking? I'm so sorry. I wonder, but who resume what we talking about? Please, I need to know, Lou.
Well, the two guys that you have on the bottom of the screen that says trash under it, that's the resumes they were talking about. Like what resume? Hey, Tone for insanity. I had, and again, I seen him in here earlier, and Bon Joe's my brother. Everybody knows that. I love Bon Joe. Bon Joe started reading me off what John Eric Sullivan has done. Tone, I don't even know what those positions are. This is what I'm saying. It's on his resume, Tone. He was telling me, well, he's done this. We don't even know what this is. Like, what does that matter what's on your resume? What's crazy, right? And again, Tone, I want you to have the floor because I'll get into what I'm trying to say earlier. I'll give a little sneak peek, though, right? For insanity, Tone. The fact of the matter is we talk about resumes. Fine. I just want to know, did Mike McDaniel have a resume? I think he did.
Mm-hmm.
Did Brian Flores have a resume?
Yes.
How about Adam Gase?
Yes.
How about Joe Fielding?
Trash, but yeah.
Tony Sperano?
Not necessarily, but yeah.
Again, rest in peace, Tony Sperano. What I'm trying to get at, Tony, all these guys have resumes. You know the last thing that got put on their resume? Fired. Because they weren't good enough. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all keep trying to tell me about these resumes that they had in all these other places. What does that do for the Miami Dolphins? Nothing. The whole time, all I've been trying to say is, can we just wait? But people are jumping out the window. Well, did you see this resume? Bro, no. I don't care about no one's resume. Again, Tone, you got a resume, right? If you go to another job, does that resume hold weight? You can get the job, I guess. Cool. But, well, you know what? I'll ask this. Tony, before I send it to you, I'll just ask you a simple question. Do you think that Jeff Hafley got the job of the head coach of the Miami Dolphins off his resume? Or do you think he got the job of being his friend?
I think he got the job by Eric Sullivan by working with him. And getting to know it, because if he just, if we're going to be honest, and we have to be honest, if he didn't know who Jeff Hafley was, and all he had was a resume to go by, there's no way you're going to tell me he's the number one candidate. And we have to be 100. That's 100% honesty. You put this resume in front of me, there's no way you're going to tell me that he's the number one candidate. When me and Louis was going back and forth about, when we talk about resumes, I thought at least Lou made sense. I thought he was acting a fool, but at least what he said makes sense. Because I was going to say, the only reason you would want Mike McCarthy is because of his resume. And you just think he's a upgrade from Mike McDaniel. That's the only reason you want Mike McCarthy. But if I ask you 100% honesty, if you had your choice, would he be one of your top candidates to bring in? I'm quite sure the answer would be no.
Mike McCarthy, no. He wouldn't have been my first choice. No, absolutely
right.
Not.
So you can, it's certain, like, I get what people try to say. Like, at least when I propose their resume, I would say, well, this is what they bring to the table. That's the experience they have. But that don't mean nothing when they come in this building. Right? You have to show me that whatever's on your resume, it have to show up here in this building. Like Lou made a great, that's why I love going back and forth with him. He said, well, can you do that with Malik Washington? Can he do it? He didn't say this name, but can he do that with Taj Washington? Right? Maybe a Waddle, because those are the guys that's in the building. Anquan Bolden is not here. Nico Collins is not here. You understand? Odell Beckham is not here. They're not in this building. So can you do that with what we have here? And I need evidence of that. So let's not just go, because I know what happened. And without even being in there, I kind of had an idea, because he was under the Green Bay regime and they seemed to get it right. But sorry, it's going to be a lot of people that might miss me, but it's this for me and Lou right here. Really me and Lou. You know what I'm saying? So if it's any of you get it, you just let me talk to my brother, because I ain't have time to talk to him. Lou, me and you, we grew up with what you would call the hood. There's a lot of people that's from the hood, but they're not from the hood. Let's be realistic.
Right.
You live on the block, but you're not outside.
Yeah, you're not from the block.
You're not allowed to. Like, if we over here going to do something over here, my brother, we look at you and say, well, go home.
Facts.
It's a difference. But he could tell everybody, I'm from such and such, such and such. That don't mean you like that, though. Because you wasn't out there putting in work. You wasn't one of the main people or main characters of where we from. You just so happen to have a family member, maybe your mother, maybe your father, maybe your uncle or auntie, whoever you live with, that lives here. So just because you were around it and you were involved and you're known from being from where we are, doesn't mean you're like that. So when we go pull out these resumes and say, well, Jeff Hafley was in that Green Bay regime for over 20 years. I mean, not Jeff Hafley, John Eric Sullivan. Okay, but what input did he put in? Right? How much? You want to intervene?
I was gonna say Joe Philbin, because he was from Green Bay, and we know what
you're finna let me follow down on that. Thank you for bringing that up. That's a great example. Joe Philbin was over there. That didn't translate over here. Not at all. So one thing that y'all will hear me say, even if I give resumes and try to be honest, I'm gonna say, but you have to show me how did that benefit me over here? How did that work out for me over here? You said when he came out there, a lot of people, oh, he knocked it out of the park. I love all the things he was saying. Yeah, but we expected that. Right? What did y'all expect him to go in there and say? I'm not going to build from the trenches. I don't think we got a lot of work to do. No, we expect him to say everything that he said. What we're looking for is, are you going to put that into action? Are you really coming in here and showing that you're the coach? Because I listened to all his interviews. Hey, he said, people calling him a head coach, a player's coach. He said he don't know what that means. Because what he do know is that these players are not going to like his practices. These players are going to have to earn it. And they're not going to like what he has to say, but they're going to have to understand. They will have to deal with that and endure through all of that pain and suffering that he's going to have to put them through in practice in order for them to get better and in order for them to improve on their skills. Sounds good, my brother. It sounds good, because I know we have Brian Flores in here. I know he done that here. He ain't tell us nothing. There was a take no talent wall. He ain't tell us he was putting it up there. It was just out there when he got there. You know what I'm saying? When things got rough and somebody roughed up one of our players, Jakeem Grant over there, Brian Flores ain't tell us he was down to fight for his team. We just saw it when he got out there. So that's one time when I'm 100% on my brother's side. Miss me with all these words. I need to see it take action. So if you're in here pumping up your resume, okay, how did that benefit me? Like, what did you do? What did you contribute to for them to pick Brett Favre? Did you have anything? What was that you? Was you the main component of that? Okay, was that you that made that decision to grab Aaron Rodgers? I'm just asking for a friend. Was that you saying, oh no, let's go get Jordan Love around this time because we need to have a quarterback in waiting? Or are you the person that was just around all these things and you saw this is what they done? But you know what the main part that we cannot forget? The people that evaluate those people knew they were the right ones to get. Were you one of those guys, John Eric Sullivan, or were you just the guy that was around the guy that knew what to do? That's a big difference. So we got to be careful with this resume stuff and saying what he's done, because look at his, I got you for saying, look at his resume and see what part that he played in grabbing these people. But go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to take, Dolphin fans, down a trip down memory lane, right? Just recently, we brought in a head coach who was a run game coordinator and then, an OC. And the one thing that we knew that he could bring to us was a run game. And he did bring that. But as time progressed, you know what we realized? He couldn't be a head coach. He couldn't be a leader of men. So as you talking about these resumes and what they have done, one thing I don't see on his resume is NFL head coach.
Whoa.
So while you souping all this up, you don't even know if he can do the job. You know he can run a defense. Oh, sure, Brian Flores can run a defense. What did we knock him for? We're going down memory lane, and we ain't going that far because I'm not going to make y'all take too many U-turns. Stop hitting us with y'all BS, trying to sell us something when we know we really just got to evaluate it once it happens. Right? Like, it is what it is. It's cool to be excited. It's something new. We get excited all the time. It's a process. It's a cycle for us. It's okay. But remember, you stand on these resumes, whether it go right or it go wrong. Because so far, these resumes ain't been shaken out. But to their credit, they are bringing what we expect them to bring. But they're not completing the package. And this is why we are still looking for the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. This is why we are in this cycle of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. How many years? And get them out and go get the next hot coordinator out there. It is what it is. And it's, for what it's worth, it's cool. I'm going to let y'all have that, right? I'm not going to be over here like, I'm not bringing the revolver out tonight. I'll see y'all maybe, when Von Joe booked me again. I don't know. But realize that, like, these resumes, if they haven't done the job before, you really can't evaluate it. You can't, because you don't know how they are going to be in that role. Sullivan might have been an assistant GM, but he wasn't the one calling them shots. He was giving an input, but it wasn't ultimately his decision. Now it falls on him. Come on now, like, piece the puzzle together, people. It's not that hard. 1 + 1 will always equal 2. I promise you. Simplify it. Keep it simple. And you want to talk about it? At the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. We Dolphin fans. Lou, I think you had to rebuttal, but I just wanted to get that off my chest because, I really love this team. But go ahead.
I didn't have a rebuttal. I was just going to say, I wish I would have thought about I wish I would have thought about, did Joe Philbin's resume travel from Green Bay to Miami? I wish I would have thought about that. I just want to know, from all these resumes coming from Green Bay, did Joe Philbin, what happened to Joe Philbin's resume? It didn't make the plane?
They lied to our face. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Everything came out later saying, he wasn't really calling plays and all that type of stuff. He was a patsy. So to Tony's point, because I don't know nothing about no blocks. I'm from the suburbs. Shout out to my dad. He was from the block, but he wasn't really. He was on the block, but he wasn't
spinning them, though.
I don't know the verbiage, but yeah.
Yeah, he was from the block, but he wasn't spinning them.
He was cool. He got a place by proxy. His dad probably knew somebody, or he knew somebody's dad, or he
was a little TJ from down the street.
Yeah, they just came together and said, it would be great and fun if we went to the Green Bay Packers together. You don't have to do anything. Just sit there and collect the check. And then we're going to send you off to somewhere, and you're going to look a complete mess. But hey, there will always be a spot back for you here. Because Nope. Did he go back to Green Bay after us?
Who?
Philbin.
No.
No. He went somewhere. I don't know. But shout out to y'all.
I'm
Damn.
not again.
Von
I'm
Joe
not
got
saying.
a question for you, Lou. There you go.
Yeah, this where I love or I have a damn problem. So it's okay for Lewis to say he's trash. That's everything is going to be trash and not wait.
That's a good question.
Then people can't say anything positive about what they see. Again, be positive.
But what have you seen? No. What have you seen?
That's my question. That's the $1 million question.
We having dreams?
All they've seen them is sit in front of a microphone. That's all they've seen. And again, when we were going down
And
the
yes,
resume,
he did go back to Green Bay for Senator.
I thought so. No problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing a little something.
When we're talking about, again, I there's a misconception. Fan how you want to fan. And when I say trash, it was the same way when I would get overly emotional, and I'll just say it like that. When I would say, well, Tua is trash or this team is trash. Do I really think they're trash? No, I don't think Tua is ultimately trash. I just think he's not good enough. Do I think the team was ultimately trash? No, I do not. I just think they weren't good enough, right? So, Von Joe, for you to kind of make the point of me saying I'm trash, I think everybody knows that that's just trolling for the most part. I don't know what Jeff Hafley is. Could he work out? Sure. Could he fail? Absolutely. I think both things can be true. I just think when we're talking about, well, look at his resume, we got to go by that. Okay, cool. All I know is the resume that man has nothing with GM.
Facts.
He don't have a general manager resume. And that's the job he's holding in Miami. So, yeah, all those other jobs that he had a resume for doing in Green Bay, he's not doing that in Miami. Like, if we brought him into Miami to do the job he's been doing in Green Bay, I ain't got no issue. I know he can do that. Do I know he can pick players? Do I know he could do what he's asked to do now, fulfill and put a competent roster in Miami? No, I don't know if he could do that. And it's wrong for me to question that. See, Tone Finsanity, what I hear a lot about John Eric Sullivan's resume is, well, he was a scout. Oh, he was a scout. Well, Chris Greer was a scout. And what did we say about Chris Greer? It wasn't good enough. He wasn't a good scout. So I'm not saying that John Eric Sullivan can't do it. What I'm saying is, bro, I'm not going to jump over and get so excited because of what the man said. And I'm glad Tone said it today, because I know when I said it on Friday, people don't like when I say it. Maybe y'all like it better when Tony says it. How do I like and I'll throw it right back to you, Tone, or Vincent, or whoever wants to go. But it's just crazy. Like, and even Von Joe just did it now. Excited to see what? Again, Vincent, bro, they haven't done nothing. What did people, and Tone, I'm glad you said it. What did people think he was going to say? Remember, Tone, I said it on Friday. If that man would have came out and said, hey, the Dolphins are a dumpster fire, and I don't know if I could do the job, I would have respected that more. People are getting excited because he said he's going to build through the draft. Again, you know who said that, Tone Finsanity? Chris Greer. You know who said that before Chris Greer? Mike Tannenbaum. You know who said that before Mike Tannenbaum? Hickey. Our general manager, Hickey. They all
Dennis
say
Hickey,
it.
yeah.
Dennis Hickey. Like, Jeff Ireland, I'm sure he said it when he got the job. Bro, this is standard practice of what coaches, this is what they all say.
It's the PR. It's the PR wave. And like,
Jeff Ireland was asking about prostitutes. Relax.
What?
You don't remember what he asked Des Bryant about his mom? What's your
prostitute? Oh, yeah.
He want to talk about building for the church. He was talking about different churches.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
You've heard some coaches and
trenches.
GMs say that they want to play certain players that have been through things and that know how to deal with adversity or have come from tougher
Deal with
times.
adversity, yeah.
And stuff like that. Listen, there are certain
Jeff
stigmas
Hafley
and
said
stuff like
that too, by the way.
We ain't got to get into that. I don't want us to get, off a topic, but go ahead. Lou, were you done? I'm sorry. Were you?
No, yeah, I'm done. Again, the fact of the matter is, I don't know, and I'll stop trolling because I don't want to get keep having
And
people, I guess, in
no,
their
you're not.
feelings or whatever.
You heard
Well,
me.
no, I'm not. I'm
Now
not going to
listen,
stop
if Von,
talking
y'all
about
don't let me come back, y'all know it's because it is. Just tell
it.
me.
Listen.
Hey,
You know, I'm
Vonjo,
not going to stop
Vonjo
talking.
ain't all right. Stop it. We troll over here. It's the trenches over here for real. We don't build trenches. We are in the trenches. I don't want to hear none of that.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, at the end of the day, bro, we don't know if Jeff Hafley's going to be good. We all got to wait, me included. I'm going to wait and see, and I'm going to have that approach. Am I going to talk a little trash? Sure. Am I going to go and because I know it bothers a couple people? Yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I do. The fact of the matter is, bro, I'm just tired of this resume talk. Like everybody has a resume. That doesn't mean you're going to be good for Miami. And that's all I'm saying. So can we please stop with the resume talk and let's just see if they can do it or not.
Yeah, and I mean, we also have this culture where everyone wants to feel like they have to have their opinion out fast, quick, and in a hurry. So I can be the first one to say it. But let the people who want to reserve their opinions to when they see something or things are actually being done, moves are being made. Like for instance, if Tua gets traded, what does he get traded for? We're going to talk about that, right? That's one of the biggest moves. How do you get off of Tua, right? Then we'll start talking about how we feel at the time about, JES, right? Hafley, that first practice, right? OTAs and all that. How tough is he pushing these
I will
guys?
be there.
Training camp, all this stuff. Like when we start seeing stuff, it's okay to wait. Like it's okay to want to, have this optimism and get it out, but do not, come at people. Because listen, one of the biggest 2 years. I hold that crown. I was one of the biggest 2 years, right? Jump to every conclusion for that man.
You two of your own horn. What you saying?
Shout out to me. But
Hold on.
But like, look, hindsight's 2020. And had I waited, and just been more objective about what I was seeing, right? I wouldn't have allowed myself to, go off a cliff so many times for that player. So no matter whether it's a player or a coach, the people who want to take their time, let them take their time. Let the dead bury the dead and the alive stay alive. Like y'all stay on your side, we stay on our side, and we'll see at the end. But I've learned this: the people who've waited have been more right because they waited than the people who just wanted to jump and are just out there going on a leap of faith of something. Sometimes when you got data and facts, you can, create a better opinion. You can create a better analysis and stuff like that. But hey, to all those who wanted to, jump the gun, we'll see. And if you're right, then shout out to y'all for seeing it coming and all that. But for those that wait, hey, we're going to be right too, because guess what? We didn't say yes or no. We just going to say yes or no when we know if it's yes or no. That's all I got.
Hey, man, listen. All we can say is
that they trash. That's
what here you go. All we can say is, like Vicinity just said it, it's better to take a wait to see approach, at least from us as fans with this franchise. Like, what? We've seen enough to understand. Do not, because you know what? One thing that I think neither one of us pointed out, and I've always said be cautious about this. Do y'all know all them first time head coaches? For the most part, they always start off hot. Always. Philbin, Sperano, Adam Gase, they all had a banging first season. Except for, Brian Flores, but Mike McDaniel. They always start off hot. And then, Tony Sperano won the division his first season. We went from 1-5 to 11-5 the next year. Won a division. But then it fizzled out. That's the history of the Miami Dolphins. The only one that I can say 100% that I felt like they had it wrong with is Brian Flores. Because he didn't start off hot and fizzled out. He didn't. He started off with this garbage, got the best out of this garbage, and then his team was on a trajectory. And we all, I'm going to say for the most part, we all was shocked when he got fired. But, bro, we seen this movie before. You don't have to be, like, negative all the time. But, come on. At this point, I think we all should have learned from our past mistake to say, this is not a franchise for you to say, oh yeah, you know what? Let's look on the bright side. This is what he got. You know what I'm saying? He was with this franchise, so he gonna bring that to us. He was saying all the right things. He seemed tough. He's not like Mike McDaniel. He's not saying every 5 seconds. Okay, cool. But we saw this before. And yet and still we're in this situation.
A tone of insanity. The theme of tonight's show was definitely resumes, right?
That's a fact.
So you know one resume I haven't heard no one bring up, and I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on this one specific person's resume. What is Stephen Ross's resume as the Dolphins owner?
A failure.
Oh, but we got faith. We got faith. Why hasn't no one brought up Stephen Ross's resume?
Vicinity think it's long and hard about this one. What do you think about his resume, Vicinity? you might have to be positive Patty on this one.
She jumping ship. She jumping ship already, Tony. What you say? Oh, she jumping ship. That's crazy.
Woo!
I have my feelings about
money.
I have my feelings about Ross, but you know.
What you think about his resume? You think it's good?
Stay on the dark side, Insanity. Stay on the
Thank
dark side. Stay on
If
stay
you
on the
don't
dark.
say anything, sometimes
Yeah.
that 5 don't mean nothing. That 5 ain't different nothing. I beat the 5th. There we go.
For sure. Listen, man. Wait, man. I did set something up. Hold on. Family is waiting for us, man.
No, a special guest.
Special guest in it. Yeah, it was special to me. I don't know what y'all didn't want to. I hope. Boom. Who was asking for? Who was asking for
special guest?
Hey,
special guest, crazy. That's
you know
nasty work.
What's
up, Jess?
What's up?
Nice. Did you use half PTO? 3/4 of PTO. Tell me how this worked, because I'm trying to figure out how to get this amount of time.
I
off.
feel like I've kind of reached into like 2027's PTO, just like a little bit, like, you know. So it is what it is. It's just what happens.
Hey, somebody called the president and CEO of the 2 and near. Who is that?
That's allegedly me. Allegedly.
Wow.
Shout out to Miss Finch. I'm happy to see.
Oh my God.
That's diabolical.
Yes, nice of you to join us. I just have one question. Did you bring your resume with you? All I want to know.
I did. I did. It's a digital file. I could upload it.
Oh my God. What did you hear? Please tell me you heard them talking about resumes earlier. Did you get an opportunity to hear them on Spaces earlier?
I didn't. I'm going to go back and listen to it tonight.
We didn't get the chance to
I
hear
know.
nothing. All right. Dang. Somebody says Super Dookie. I'm thinking she means Stephen Ross French. Resume for this team. That is kind of wild. Just, but you had any thoughts of this? I guess positive thoughts about resumes and what they could bring to this fan base or this franchise with Jeff Hafley.
I don't have anything positive right now.
About the whole team? Nothing.
There's not a single thing that's positive that's happening right now. I'm lucky I even wore this right now.
That's a fact.
Been hanging with Lou too long. You negative Nancy. See what I'm saying?
Well, the fact of the matter is something else you guys didn't hear in that Twitter space. We had people in there today telling me that where's all the good vibes at? Because good vibes.
No, they didn't say that. I know you.
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Lying.
Bring the slide back.
That's what they said. That's what they said. We need to put positive vibes in the community. That's what they said. And my question to that tone for Insanity and Jess was, well, how many games has Good Vibes ever won? The answer would be 0. Good vibes. We have good vibes every season. Week 1, we always have good vibes. And by week 4, those good vibes are gone. And there's some people, like the ones that were telling me today in the Twitter space, just have good vibes. Those people had good vibes last year, and we won 7 games. And the year before that, they had good vibes. And we had a 3-game lead with 5 games to go, and we didn't finish that. What happened to them good vibes? I guess we had good vibes when we were 9-3 and 8-3. But when we finished 10-6, I guess the good vibes were over. I'm just saying, well, you know what? And Von Joe likes to get messy. Von Joe said, who said that? And again, Mama told me my mouth was going to get me in trouble once or twice. Pause on that. Kelvin came in there today and told me good vibes. Lewis, why do you got to be like that? Why can't you have good vibes? And I told Kelvin, you're the guy that had good vibes at 1-7. And when we won 4 or 5 games, Kelvin was coming into the spaces all giddy, cheery, excited, doing cartwheels and backflips. Was he good? I just want to know, when we lost them last games at the end of the season, was Kelvin still sending out good vibes?
No.
Oh, no. I think he was. I think good vibes don't matter, is what I'm telling you. Good vibes, Finsanity.
Wasn't he on the get rid of Tua train? Like, didn't he go full hill? It wasn't
good
vibes.
You know what good vibes sounds to me? Like a good resume. None of that shit matters.
Wow. I would be Jess. Hi. Listen, because they gonna be them, right? Like me and you.
Right.
How you doing, girl? How you doing? How have you been?
I'm good. So I feel like, eventually I would kind of have to give a little hint out there. There was a comment saying that somebody thought I was taking the Alex part, and rolling out of the show. I will be here for those of you in the chat. I just will not be here as often. I took a new position at work. So I do some closing now. I'm not going to be here at nights every night, but.
And there you have it.
I'm not Alex.
Who put? I was trying to find that comment. Who put that? Who was
it? Jess, I just need to know: did your resume get you that new promotion at work?
It did.
Oh, hey, I guess resumes do matter, man.
He's educated.
I guess resumes do matter. That's crazy.
My best. I see you, my
the
brother.
difference was, Lou, that my resume fit the role.
Oh, so your resume has what you're currently doing on it, not something that you've never done. Okay. All right, cool.
That's what I was talking about. Jess. PTO, Jess, like this. I get this PTO from nowhere. Let me stop. No,
that part.
Listen, shout out to the chat. Shout out to you all being here. We really appreciate you guys coming and watching, voting in the poll. Hopefully you guys hit the like button. We wasn't, pounding the table for y'all to hit the like button and to subscribe. So hopefully you did the part that we need y'all to do to make sure that this show keeps going, keeps growing, and keeps, becoming more of a family that's, all together and inclusive. As you guys know, that's Tony, that's Lou, that's Jess, the host that does it best. I just try to fill some shoes, that she has laid out for me. I'm Finsanity 5. Lou, Tony, Jess, you guys have anything left to say?
I'm gonna be here on Wednesday.
We love to hear it. Tony?
Great show, man. Appreciate y'all. I just had to put my nemesis up there. He said that's not me. I'm an imposter.
Tony got cloned. Okay.
I do it for the millions, man.
Lou, you know what to do.
Hey, man, listen, this has been the Monday resume episode of the Blitz Pickup. Finsanity done told you. Top of the screen, my brother Tone. Bottom, Finsanity. Your boys right here. Jess is down below. You know what it is. This is the Blitz Pickup. We'll see y'all Wednesdays. Hopefully everybody has a resume. Well, again, whether you do what you're looking for or not, just have a resume according to what people told me today. Everything matters when it comes to resumes. We'll see y'all Wednesday, man. Y'all know what it is.
Bang, bang, bang.
Putting up resumes in spaces is wild. I'm just gonna say that.